Alright, hello everyone. This may be the last little bit of today's stream, but we got quite a bit done. We are in Deepholm finally, which makes me happy. I think maybe I should get a picture of Deepholm as well.
We did.
Oh, I got a picture of the,
It's fine.
No. It is not fine.
It's fine.
No.
Well, we could stand up here.
I was just gonna take a first-person picture of the area.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
zoom in first person and just be like this.
Alt-Z.
There you go. Because sometimes I use more than one picture for the thumbnails.
Nah.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna go down here first. Yeah, we should finish in this area.
I remember people would like go right after the boss guy without getting the buffs. Be like, oh man, that was kind of hard.
Alright. Hello, Cryptomancer. Oh look, there's a decryptor there.
Yeah.
I'm using it. Hey, plans decrypted. 1 of 6. Were you able to use it?
Shared.
Oh, it is? Okay, good. Ah, spell reflect makes me happy. Anyway, I gotta bring my chat back up.
No.
At least some of the plot holes in this game aren't as bad as what I've noticed in other things. Okay, so while Blizzard isn't as thorough with their stories as Final Fantasy or Square typically is, World of Warcraft has a pretty solid story overall. Like, it's got a huge... Oh, okay. Let's kill him, I guess.
Oh.
Like, I really like the books for World of Warcraft. I think it rounds out the world pretty well. Blizzard's finally learned their lesson that they can't add details into the book and leave it out of the game. That, I think, is smart of them. I mean, if it's world, like, core world related, of course. Like, the destruction of Theramore City. They made a book about that, but they didn't actually include the events in the game beyond a temporary scenario at the time. I mean, you can do the scenario now, but
Where's the ward?
That's a good question. I'm over here killing this dude though.
Ugh.
No blast. Alright, so the ward might be underneath the air elemental, maybe? Maybe kill the air elemental?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird that I didn't have like a thing on it.
Yeah, I had no information at all, actually. Did you get the decryptor back then?
The what?
The decryptor back in the other area?
I have 5 now.
Okay, you got it then. And there's another one right there. Yeah, they got a lot of backlash about leaving the Theramore stuff, like, out to that degree. Aha! So that's it. They're planning on invading Uldum. What's worse is that the pyramid inside the Maker's Rise at Uldum can be reconfigured to become a weapon. A weapon that is capable of destroying all life on Azeroth. The wrong sequence. The Twilight's Hammer must be stopped from using the Waygate. There's only one thing to do. Punch in the wrong activation sequence and destroy it. Let's see, yes. Here's one that opens upon the explosive depths of the Firelands, the elemental plane of fire. That should do nicely. We've actually been to the Firelands briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, Blizzard has learned, albeit a little late, that they should stop including events in the books that are key to the overall plot of what they're trying to say. Or if they want to, at least include those events in the game. which they did recently with the Legion book. Most of the book was useless and not important to the game at all overall, but the stuff that was important they included in the game too. So that's kind of nice. Did you get a fire ward?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, me too. Oh look, we got it floating around us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took them a bit, but they finally figured out what to do. Just like Square learned a lot. They still get shit about it to this day, and it's like, why? People need to understand that it's a learning experience for them, too.
Except for Dragon Quest.
No, Dragon Quest is always perfect.
No, I mean not bringing it here.
Oh, not bringing it, yeah, they need to learn about that. I mean, about in the case of Final Fantasy XIV. What is this? Is this, Oh, Heathen Colleagues up above, okay. You will be destroyed! You wanna get down here? No, alright. What? You're immune to my air magic? My firebolt is useless, no matter how you smug little insect, that will still destroy you. Ooh, it got reflected. And interrupted. Alright, so this guy, that's cool. Yeah, fuck, he used Curse of Agony on me. Super rude. Diablo, okay, so Blizzard, storytelling, has gotten better. Their desire for money, however, has not gotten better, and that's all Diablo Immortal is, which is fine. I don't mind that they want to make a phone game, and I don't mind that they want to make money and cut corners on it. That's cool. When it comes to Diablo Immortal, they just picked the wrong avenue, or the wrong venue, sorry, to announce it. The partnering, some people think the partnering with Activision took them on a downward spiral. They're probably not wrong. Activision is very EA-like.
I am forsaken.
You did it! Excellent work, young lady. You found out what the Twilight Hammers were up to, and you stopped them dead in their tracks. Examiner Rowe pats you on the back with his bony hand. Now I am certain that I have something around here for you. A gate-shattering Hobark. That pyramid at the Maker's Terrace in Uldum is nothing of the sort. It's a giant machine that could be reconfigured for any number of uses. Deathwing was going to have the Twilight's Hammer turned it into a massive weapon. Miro, you have taken the portal to get this information to Belloc Brightblade at Gromash Hold in Orgrimmar. He'll know what to do. Okay?
Beware the living.
Yes.
An excellent display of monk prowess. The reliquary eyes you up and down. I believe that a reward is in order, something appropriate for a lovely lady such as yourself. She just gives me gold!
She gives me a tongue carver great help.
Time is of the essence.
She just gives me gold! Like, thanks.
Yeah, and hang on, let's go to the portal to Orgrimmar real quick. We got a quest to turn in a Gromash Hold.
Oh, Orgrimmar. Okay.
You have hope for Blizzard? Hopefully they won't continue with this and go back to what they're good at. Well, that's the thing. Like, Blizzard is mostly sticking to their guns, but unfortunately the Activision side, since Mike Morhaime, or where the fuck his name, stepped down, unfortunately since then, Activision has been rearing their head a little more. You have hope for Classic WoW. I think people have rose-colored glasses when it comes to Classic WoW.
Yep. I hope they give the full classic experience.
Now, before anybody gets up in arms over me saying that, I'm not saying Classic WoW is bad. I'm just saying people's memories of it might not be exactly what the actual experience was.
Yeah.
And they might find that the conveniences of modern WoW are actually not a terrible thing.
The eternal sun guides us.
Those of the Explorers League and the Reliquary are very much alike. Archaeology is our religion, yet we have both fallen from the pure faith. Our methods have not differed as much as they pretend. We are but a shadowy reflection of them. It would take only a nudge to make them like us, to push them out of the light. That's no pyramid. Uldum? What about Uldum? Speak quickly! The pyramid inside the Maker's Terrace in Uldum can be used as some kind of super weapon that will end all life on Azeroth? Belloc thinks a moment. You must continue the good research that you have begun. Head south to the desert of Tanaris. There's a caravan there that is about to leave for Uldum. Perhaps you can tag along. Perhaps
Keep your wits about
no,
you.
we're coming back to that later.
God damn it. This is go to Adara.
Yep, but Adara can wait. She'll be there.
She won't wait. She hates it.
No, she loves it.
She hates it.
Which makes you think of Square with the outsourcing of FF7 Remake. Yeah, and that ended up biting them in the ass. A lot of companies are realizing that outsourcing, you get what you pay for. If you are paying the lowest common denominator, you're gonna get the lowest. Over here. Not Tolbrad. Yeah. You're gonna get the lowest possible effort for the work. Like. And Square really bit it hard on the FF7 remake. Now, Quist, don't get me wrong. If you are excited for the classic WoW, I'm with you. I want to see what it was like too. I never got to play classic WoW, but I did try a P server of Burning Crusade, and my god, it was rough.
Yeah, I mean, there were bugs, of course, but
that definitely didn't help.
You know, we were trioing with Silly, and Silly wasn't really super into it. You could tell back then. Do you want to go right?
You can pick.
Right.
Okay, you want to go to diplomacy first. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. And then Silly's computer died, and that was pretty much it. Though, I did solo a lot on there, and it wasn't as bad as, you know, you would think. There's just this bug that you would get stuck in combat, and if you disconnected, you would just die. So if you got stuck in combat and you were like, hey, I'm gonna relog. Nah. Come back dead.
Is Square up above or is he down below?
Above, we're going to the airship.
Are we going to the airship?
Yay.
Okay. P says, I know FF14 has so much better quality of life changes over FF11, and yet some people, my brother, just refuse to see it as it is. Or it as that. And that's true. You're not wrong. It's kind of weird going to an alliance ship.
Nah.
Oh, they're dead. That's great.
I was born to fly.
This is a lady.
Okay. Oi, Luminol. I was told I'd have company soon. There's more to this than we know, Luminol. I can guarantee you that much. Something's wrong here, Luminol. The ship's crew has been slain. Yet there is no bloodshed or damage to the ship's structure. This was not the Horde's doing. We'll find the answers we seek by speaking to the spirits of the dead. They have not yet left this world. Take this totem and place it near the corpses of the fallen. You will have a few seconds to listen to their last few thoughts. Beware, however. There is no telling how the spirits of the dead will react to our prodding. It's possible we'll find further clues inside the Admiral's cabin. You will find it directly below us. See if there are any survivors or information that will lead us closer to the World Pillar fragment. Be careful, Luminor. Whoever got the crew might still be out there.
Alright, before we start this, P says, hell, FF11 had to have a bunch of changes to make it so much better. I remember when the tomes weren't around, and that shit was awful for leveling. Also when the XP was like 10 to 30 for easy prey. So enemies in FF11 have degrees of whether they're challenged or not, and if they're far more challenging than you, they give more EXP, but they're more likely to kill you. Whereas if they're weaker than you, they give less EXP. And that was a problem. But P, those changes that you made, adding the tomes, adding in the kill quests, adding in the leveling bonuses and trusts, everybody that I speak to that is like a true FF11 fan, or they claim to be, is like, they killed the game with this. But they don't realize that if they didn't add those things, the game would be dead. It'd be gone. And then you got those people that swear by the FF11P server. Alright. I'm gonna put this totem down. Like PMS, she absolutely swears by Nostralius. Twilight scum! You did this to us! So rude. First one we revived.
How do you like my accent?
It was good. Alright, let's do this lady.
Thank. Well,
Put this totem down.
hold on. Oh, I have to click her. Shit. Twilight scum, you did this to us.
Yeah, there's guys down here we can do. This dude right here.
Fun part about this is you can fall off the boat.
Everyone started dropping like flies. Everyone who ate the rations.
It's the lady?
Yep.
It's like it. They tricked us into ambushing the Horde gunship. But why?
This is the dude. I heard them praying to the dark gods as everything went black. The Twilight's Hammer did this. No, this is another dude. I heard them praying to the dark gods as everything went black. The Twilight's Hammer did this. Alright. So into the captain's quarters.
Oh, this part.
Hey, first aid Nate Moody. The ship is filled with rats. Not sure who you're with, but you don't look like one of them. I'm not sure what happened. I slept through supper and woke up to a ship full of dead people and murderers. I'm not sure if you want to kill me or not, but I'll spare you the trouble. Moody points to a wound in his stomach. His insides are not where they should be.
Good lord.
I can keep steering the ship for a while longer. You don't die from a gut wound immediately. Just bring me some rope and some rum. No whiskey. Alright.
No, he says
For the
no.
Alliance.
Whiskey.
Yes. Alright. Shall we... Oh, there's some rope.
What if we brought him rum?
Probably shit his pants. Oh. These are... men. I thought we'd killed everyone. Oh, Monarch should be pleased with this. What, that you killed 2 more people? Why would he care? Alright, did you get rope?
Yes.
Alright, I'm sure there's rum down here somewhere.
Bottle of whiskey.
Bottle of whiskey down here. Did you find one?
Oh yeah, I think it's, yeah, it's in here. Got it.
This guy that fucks. People were starting to drop left 5s from that game. They needed to adapt for it. And they just salvaged what they could and did a hell of a job with it. Exactly. They made it the game still playable for people. And that's what I really liked, is that, you know, they did something. And the game still has about 1,000 to 5,000 people that play it daily. Which, you know, it's not its glory, but it's still better
Talking
than
about
nothing.
FF11?
Yeah. Ragnarok has about 2,500 people that play it daily at peak hours.
Well, not exactly anymore. Because of the EU block thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the EU block.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that caused a lot of, like, guilds to
Light
disband because even if people weren't all EU, you know, they lost people.
Yeah, this need to disconnect the world from each other is a huge step backwards.
Yeah, I don't understand it. And of course, like, Ragnarok or Warp Portal didn't want to deal with, like, the complications or anything, like, potentially, you know, whatever. And they were just like, okay, well, we're going to ban like EU IPs and stuff.
Oh, it's so stupid. The video games is one avenue that is a great way to bring the world together, and everybody in this world that leads this world is so bent on creating policy that splits the world up again. And it's like, do you guys want to go back to the 1800s? Like, why? Anyway, you have what I asked for. Alright, help me get tied to the wheel. Moody sips from the bottle. The midnight service treads.
Light bless you.
Thanks. This will give us a couple more hours of not running into the rocks. No guarantees after that.
I like how all the items we're getting are like side grades because we're max level and tied to, well, max level for the expansion.
Right, Pete, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that copyrights shouldn't be protected. They should be, but the issue is you got a bunch of old people who don't understand the modern world making these choices. In the United States, you got a bunch of senators questioning Google, and they have no fucking idea how the internet works.
May the ancestors watch over you.
Okay. We were bound to run into the Twilight's Hammer sooner or later, Lumino. If they're behind this, it's quite likely that the World Pillar fragment is in their possession. Looks like the Twilight's Hammer's still on the ship. Go below decks and take them out. Be careful, Lumino. I have a feeling they're not here for a spiritual retreat, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
I was born to fly.
The goat's like, take no prisoners. On second thought, take one prisoner. It's not too late, Lumino. The cultists are probably still here. Go below decks, find out who's in charge, and subdue them. We'll obtain answers to our questions one way or another.
Yeah, do an entire ship full of people wasn't able to do, and take out the saboteurs.
Yeah. Bum bum bum.
I'm sorry, but when you reach a certain age and you're no longer willing to adapt and change and learn like what's going on with the rest of the world, step down from office.
Technology is evil.
Oh.
It causes the violences and the degeneracy. Well, honestly, the internet does kind of cause the degeneracy, but hey.
Well, it certainly breeds it right now.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of problems with the internet.
I'll tell you everything. Gotcha.
Oh, alright, see you later.
What? Did he only grab me?
Yep.
Well, there's a gap there, by the way.
Meet me back up top. This two-headed freak has a few questions to answer.
Hey, your voice wasn't too far off from hers. She's a
Really?
little deeper
Oh,
than
like
yours,
that.
but...
Ah!
That would've been scary.
Oh no, I'm being attacked by something. I can't mount.
Where are you being attacked? Oh, down there, I see him. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go.
I can jump down. It's still terrifying because on either side of that there's like a huge gap. I hate depths.
It's more profitable. It's just being greedy, really. They've given up on everyone else and are only looking out for more. That's the one of the, okay. So, I'm not like an economist, but I tell you, this need for constant profit over it's really starting to fuck the human race. Because
hold on. There's like a saying. I gotta find it.
hey, Cataro.
Well, I can't find the expression, but it's something like information by definition needs to be shared.
Yeah, I could agree with that sentiment anyway.
Yeah.
It's also the reason that, yeah, well, that's the issue, is if they do, everybody else is going to follow suit. And they claim it's to allow smaller groups to, you know, get in on the ground floor, but Comcast and Time Warner have such a huge monopoly now that it won't happen. So you're just giving them the ability to fuck the customers more. Anyway. You're up, Panda.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still. Well done, Luminal. The Twilight's hammer is an evil that we must fight anywhere we find them. Oi, this was a heavy one. He nearly broke me Griffin's back. Are you ready to interrogate the ogre, Luminal, in Miro? Hop on, Luminal. Let's see what Mr. Ogreface has to say for himself. Don't be shy, Stormbeak's only ever dropped a passenger a couple of times before.
Questioning axe is the item I get.
And then to get on him, we actually have to mount up.
Alright, so this might be voiced.
Alright, sunshine. Time
Should
to
be.
spill your guts before I spill them for you.
Wait! You can't do this! You people must have a code of honor or something!
I'm a daughter of the Wildhammer clan, and a shaman of the Earthen Ring. My code compels me to honor my ancestors and the elements. Doesn't say a damn thing about dog ugly ogres.
Stop that, you tiny angry woman! I'll tell you everything! What do you want to know?
You can start by telling us where the world pillar fragment is. My griffin's starting to look a wee bit tired from hauling you around.
It was delivered to the Forge Master at Deathwing's Fall. I swear, that's all I know. Happy now? Pull me up, you vicious little dwarf!
Ah, you were never in any danger, sweetheart. My friends down below would have caught you. You're worth far too much to us alive.
What? What have you done? No! Do you have any idea what the Twilight Council will do to me when they find out I've talked? I would sooner die!
Interesting. I've never heard of the Twilight Council. Until now.
The guy just jumped into the fan. Hey! Silly says Stormcaller Myra is the best. Comcast almost partnered with Time Warner a couple years back. If they did that, they would have owned 55% of the market, which is a monopoly. So, funny thing you say that, because they basically are partnered, because they divvied out which area can have service by Comcast and which one can have services by Time Warner. So, really, it's the same overall effect. Anyway, Payment.
I was born to
We have our
fly.
answers, Luminal. Let's report back.
Alright.
You must get word back to the others at the temple. Chances are the fragment is already getting moved to a more secure location. Tell Merritt what you know. I'm going to do a little investigating about this Twilight Council in the meantime.
Speak to Marut back at the temple. Hey, we did another little bit of the place here. Alright. Can we fly over here a little bit just to uncover this part of the map?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. This area is pretty... The Crimson.
Yeah, I liked this area a lot.
Yeah. We'll come down here more later, guys. There's going to be some more quests there, but our quests primarily were just up there. I just wanted to uncover that part of the map. Is that another person over there, or is that you? Oh, it was you.
That's always me. Huh.
They don't crutch on others' turf. Basically organized gangs. Nope, Zul'jin. What are you talking about Zul'jin for?
That is
That's the server.
our primary server.
Yeah, that's the primary server. Well, for my Horde character.
Yeah. My primary server, for sure. It used to be Kargath, but...
Ah,
then
slimes
they
and
transferred,
disco balls.
then transferred. Slime is what?
So Omega put slimes and disco balls. Omega, you should make sure
Oh.
you use the slime in other places so that people can see it and be like, oh, that slime's awesome. I need to check out that stream.
What brings you here?
We must investigate your findings further, but we must not lose track of the fragment blood elves. The Twilight's Hammer involvement in the disappearance of the World Pillar fragment makes complete sense. Let us hope that we can act swiftly enough to recover it. Root places his hand on your shoulder. I've established a spiritual bond with you two. We should be able to communicate with you while you remain in Deepholm. Go to Deathwing's Fall to the southeast and investigate the Twilight's Hammer operation there. Alright, that's where we're headed.
We shall meet
Talk to this guy
again.
as you want.
What?
Blood of the Earth Warder. When Deathwing escaped to Deepholm, his corruption was extreme, but perhaps not yet absolute. The cultists at Deathwing's Fall harvest the shape the corrupted blood he left behind into living organisms to draw from their power. What if a trace of the Earth Warder's essence remains? After all, Neltharion was the aspect of Earth before he was the aspect of Death. Gather samples from the living blood the cultists have created, and we'll see if any trace of the Earth Warder remains. So,
Peace for you.
you just heard it there. Neltharion. Neltharion is Deathwing's real name. There were 5 dragon aspects, each controlling an aspect of one part of Azeroth. We actually fought and killed Malagos in Wrath of the Lich King, so you guys should recognize that. There's some blood below us here.
Man.
So we actually fought and killed him already.
You know my favorite dragon.
Alexstrasza?
No. It's not an aspect.
Oh. Yeah, Hallion. We already fought Hallion.
I mean, Hallion's cool, but no.
Which one?
Think.
Winnie the Pooh?
No.
He's not a dragon.
No.
Ultraxon?
No, fuck no.
Syntharia?
Yes.
She is the brood of Deathwing.
Consort.
She is a consort. I always really liked Nosdormu. Unfortunately, they don't do much with him. And I feel like they did his character a disservice.
Oh, that's true. He's a pretty interesting one.
There you go, got all my blood.
Same.
How's 2019 looking for me as far as gaming goes? It's gonna be awesome at the start.
For me, it's shit.
The first
But comp.
Deathwing's Fall. This must be where the World Pillar fragment was brought. Let's have a closer look. Bleed the Bloodshaper. The Twilight's Hammer are wielding foul magic here, Luminol and Miro. They animate and energize the remains of Deathwing's blood so that instead of drying out and disappearing, it thrives and becomes more abundant. Take out one of the Bloodshapers. See if they have any clues as to where we can find this Forge Master. Okay, you can probably find them up. Yeah, there they are. Anyway, 2018 was fantastic. It was really good. But 2019 is already starting out awesome. We got Tales of Vesperia, which is a game a lot of people missed because they didn't... Oh, I got him.
Okay, sorry, I was typing to your chat.
Alright. We must make haste if we're to rebuild the World Pillar, Miro and Luminol. They're keeping slaves here? We have to free them regardless, but perhaps they might also aid us in finding the Forge Master. You are where I can fly and just look for the Forge Master, right? According to the orders you found, there is a key inside the tent in the southeastern end of Dark Deathwing's Fall. Obtain it and free the slaves in the quarry to the south. Okay. But yeah, we got Tales of Vesperia, which is a game that a lot of people missed out on because they didn't have an Xbox, or if they did have an Xbox, a lot of people didn't really play RPGs from what I understand. Okay, so there's a tent somewhere around here that has a key. There it is. Get over here, Winter.
Sorry, I was playing with the slime.
And then after that, you have Resident Evil 2 Remake coming out on the 25th, and then after that on the 29th, or the 25th, I don't remember the exact date. Pretty sure it's the 29th from what the EB told me, but yeah. We have Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out. Like, the start of 2019 is going to be great. And Death Stranding may land this year as well, though I doubt it. You saw Into the Spider-Verse? Great movie. I haven't seen it yet, and I really wanted to go see it, but my brother fucking bailed on me. Like he so often does. He better not bail on me on the 17th.
What's the 17th?
Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Nerd.
I am a super nerd. Let us find this journal. We're getting close to the World Pillar fragment. I can sense it. Go to the tower the slave spoke of. You should find it on the northeastern end of the camp. If we can act fast enough, we might be able to eavesdrop on the Forge Master's meeting. Okay.
Alright.
Where is this tower that you spoke of? Is this it over here? This might be over here.
Says it's ready to turn in.
That's a different quest.
What?
Do we not get the quest?
No?
Didn't give us. Okay, let's fly over there and turn in the quest because it didn't give us a quest. Unless we're supposed to like listen to this guy talk first. But I don't know. Let's go back over here first.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh yeah, that's a game that I want to play. The first one. I've never played the others, so I'm interested. New Switch coming out at some point too. Yeah, I'm not too interested in it.
Oh. I was gonna say maybe we have to relog.
Maybe, but let's turn this in first, and maybe he has another quest for. Yeah, you see, he's got a quest for us to pick up. So for some reason, it didn't give us the quest. Let's turn this in though while we're here.
Well,
You return now. Did you obtain the blood? There is still great power present in this blood. Blood elves, I can sense it even now. Yet there is also much corruption. I am not sure we can salvage the Earthwater's essence from this. Yeah, see?
Go.
This is the quest you want us to have. Alright, and Sekiro is also launching sometime in 2019. I'm probably not going to get... What?
There's a quest here.
I already got it. I just picked it up. That's the one.
Oh, you already read it before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not too interested in Sekiro. I'll pick it up at some point, but like Neo, I'll get it whenever I feel like playing it. I like the type of games, and I like the look of it, but they're also not my favorite type, and I got a bunch of other games I'm probably going to play before it. So for those of you that are excited for Sekiro, I'm excited for you, and I hope it lives up to your expectations. I really hope they do something more with Horizon Zero Dawn, because that game is amazing. Alright, so we gotta land here. Kill this dude. There's an entry for an upcoming meeting at the Upper Silvermarsh. This must be where the Forge Master is. Excellent work, Miro. We know exactly where the meeting location is. The Upper Silvermarsh is a mercury swamp in the east of here. It's normally only inhabited by elementals and the occasional stone trogs, but our scouts have seen some twilight activity in the region. Make your way there and find a way to eavesdrop on the Forge Master meeting. Alright, we're gonna go eavesdrop on him, and that'll probably be it for today.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. From Software makes amazing games. I really enjoyed Bloodborne, but they're not going to be my first port of call there. And the new Switch, until my Switch dies, I'm probably not going to pick up a new Switch. Ah, Silvermarsh Rendezvous. This is the place. Our scouts confirmed the presence of the high-ranking twilight of officers nearby, as well as potential trog hunting parties. Be on the lookout. The Trogs in Deepholm have proven to be every bit as hostile as the ones in Azeroth, yet perhaps their presence will prove useful to our efforts. The crates they use for trawling through the Mercury will conceal you perfectly if you submerge yourself beneath the marsh. Use it to approach the Twilight Hammer camp in the southeastern end and the upper Silver Marsh undetected. Okay, so we gotta get a Trog crate. Yeah, there's one right here. Alright, both be able to pick it up. Alright.
Got it.
So I guess we fly closer to the area and then use our Metal Gear Solid Why is it? Oh, okay, good. I think we want to go over into the water.
Ah, yes.
Here she comes, boss!
Forge Master! I've been informed the enemy has disrupted your operations. Where is the fragment?
The fragment is now in the dragon's
Where?
custody, ma'am.
Well done. Meet me inside the stone core for further instructions.
Oh, of course, ma'am. At once. If you don't mind me asking, how did we
Oops.
manage to recover
That's
the
bad.
fragment? How did we infiltrate our enemy's forces
mind me,
without
guys.
their knowledge?
Let's just say we
think
have
it's
friends in
bugged.
high places, Forge Master.
Mine is currently running and you were talking over it.
Oh.
Alright, where are you? I used
Nothing
that.
was happening.
That's because I told you you gotta go into the water.
I did go into the water. You didn't see me? Nothing
No.
was happening for me. I saw Here She Comes boss, and then they just stood still and did nothing. So I went towards them, and then they killed me. So I still have to get the credit for the quest.
Yeah, that's fine.
You didn't tell me it was going for you.
I didn't know it wasn't for you.
Well, I thought I said things about it not. Swear to God. Nothing's happening.
I can't share it either. Are you sure it didn't give you completion?
I am 100% sure it didn't.
Hey, Lunk. Days Gone? I haven't really looked too much into it. Is that the zombie one?
Where
I
in
just-
the water did you go?
Like to that peak on the
Oh,
there you go.
finally.
I guess it might have had a cooldown on it.
I may not have gone to the right spot.
Arena! Man, everybody's showing up now.
Arena watch.
Days Gone is the one people were thinking was the sequel to The Last of Us a couple years ago. Yeah, I could see it. I feel like that's the vibe they were going for. Alright, turn this in. We have the information we need. Let's not tip our hand by engaging the enemy too soon. The dragon they're speaking of is Abyssian, Miro, and Luminol. It's not going to be easy to get the fragment off of him. Meet with Myra again. She's operating nearby at the Twilight Overlook. She will tell you what your next move will be. We will do that.
You done?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to town. I think we can hurry.
Just Hearth.
Ask Pina what I was supposed to watch.
Oh, okay, I'll fix it.
Oh, she wants you to watch something with the slime.
Yeah, perhaps.
You heard Bloodstained was actually supposed to drop, so a new Metroidvania, hopefully. Metroidvanias are pretty awesome. I want to get into more of them. I also want to actually play Castlevania on stream, but I also realized that the first bunch of them are super fucking hard, so I'll probably use save states. Not, like... but, like, at, like, between levels. I think I missed it again. My friend spoke to me.
Don't have friends.
Yeah, Arena, what were you thinking?
I'm your friend.
Alright, well, end the recording.